What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy TeKRaJ, and I'm back with another mother flippin' player review. This time it's Washington Redskins great 99 overall Hoops edition Donovan McNabb. For some reason, somebody put this stupid bird logo onto this card. But you know, EA's not perfect. They always make mistakes. So this card has 93 speed, 98 throw power, 97 throw accuracy deep, 93 throw accuracy short, 98 throw accuracy mid, with a 97 throw on the run and a 91 play action. Now, this card has 90 awareness, but nobody really knows what the hell awareness does. So who gives a flying hell damn fuck? Anyway, he does have 83 carry. The key thing here, man, is to have that much throw power and 98 throw accuracy short is pretty great, dog. Like, that's what I really like about it. His running stats are pretty good. That's very high carry for a quarterback, and I really like that about him. Now, the original Legend Donovan McNabb card, like, you guys were really huge fans of that card for some reason. I personally hated that card, and I loved coming up against it because he would always, like, blow medium range throws. Like, his throw power wasn't that great. He wasn't fast enough to ever really get away from me. But this one, with the 97 throw deep and the 98 throw accuracy short and mid, is amazing. Okay, on paper. But let's see how he plays, because this card, since it was like a limited edition for the day that we had the NCAA College Basketball Championship, it's still going for a lot of coins. It's like 800,000 coins, like what it's going for. So at the time of the filming of this gameplay, I had Sam Bradford as my starter, and I had him because I liked his 97 throw accuracy deep. I just didn't really like the throw power. Against a pure pocket passer like this 99 position hero Tom Brady, he didn't stack up as well, and a lot of you guys had set Vic, so this is what it looks like, man. I mean, the throw accuracy short, which by the way I misspoke earlier, the throw accuracy short isn't as great. It's the 98 is the throw accuracy mid. But anyway, against that campus Tim Tebow is what it looks like. Now, this Andrew Luck is a really slept on card on stats. Like, look how good it is whenever you compare it to this Donovan McNabb. And that Carson Palmer, the final edition that just came out, as you can see, bro, like, even though technically Donovan McNabb is a running quarterback, he isn't too bad as far as like just the straight accuracy and throwing stats. I mean, I try to compare him to some of the better pocket passers, and you can see he pretty much held his own. So this is gonna be the squad that we're gonna put him on, and we're gonna go out and see how he plays. Now, once again, we put Donovan McNabb, aka Chunky Soup, in Redskins uniforms, because that's whenever he was at his best. Enter your rage comments below, fuckboy Philly fans. All right, so here's the deal. I was expecting to bomb squad the shit out of a lot of my opponents, but what I noticed is that on his traits, under senseless pressure, he was trigger happy, which meant that whenever he is actually under pressure, his stats aren't going to be as good from an accuracy standpoint as they usually are. I did some research on that. However, look at how I high pointed that aggressive catch right there, little fade to my boy Set Calvin. So the one thing I gotta say, guys, I mean, if I had time to throw, I was making motherfucking throws like that on a regular basis. So I felt pretty comfortable with his throwing motion. Now, I felt like his throwing motion was pretty fast, man. There were certain times when I felt like he would cock back too deep, but that's whenever my receiver was like 60, 70 yards down the field, and who wouldn't? Other than that, look at that lightning release, man. He had a really fast release, and I was able to fit the ball into very tight windows and get it there very, very quickly. I never really saw any issues with the throw accuracy short. But once again, man, if you had your own player close to him or a defender against him, his accuracy wouldn't be there. But I don't know, guys. I mean, was it just me or what? Maybe it was my receivers. I'm not sure. I mean, it was sometimes I was very inaccurate with the deep balls. But then other times I could really get it out there. I couldn't really put my finger on it. Like I said, there's a lot of things that it could have been. I mean, it could have been fatigue amongst other things. Now, I did have a couple fumbles with this card scrambling. And the other player reviews that I've seen on him talked about how he never fumbled. But what my main takeaway from this card is that he was kind of inconsistent. Because as you can see right there, technically he was under pressure and he really fit that ball in. As you can see right here, that's a pretty accurate throw, where if it was off target at all, my opponent could have basically recovered and intercepted it. But sometimes he went from just being a straight up dot machine to other times making questionable throws. Now the good part was that the questionable throws were few and far between, but it was definitely enough for me to notice. Right here I show you the throw on the run, a beautiful ball out in space to allow my boy Mike Wallace right there to get open. And then right there, come on, Calvin, really, dog? Did you really do all that, dog? Doing the motherfucking most. So right here is another example of his wonderful throw accuracy mid. That was a great throw on the sideline that my opponent was able to catch. For this next game, I switched to the Browns playbook because I wanted to try some read option plays. Now the thing about this card, he does have 93 speed, which is really good for a quarterback, but you're going to be better served scrambling with him out of design pass plays where your opponent is in max coverage than you are actually running zone reads with him or read option plays or whatever. Now once again guys, I mean, I think a lot of you guys would be happy with this card. As you can see here, like, I do definitely complete that ball deep and it was right on the money. Of course that was a tight end, so it made it so obviously I'm not going to catch it, but the thing is 93 speed guys isn't really that fast, so it's not like a boss Vic or something like that where you can just be like, hey, you know what, I'm just going to run all day. However, if they're not expecting you to run and they don't spy you and they just have a max coverage type thing, then that's going to be what you need to do. Remember I talked about inconsistent though? You see what I'm talking about? Right there, I mean, you can't blame it on anything else. Like, there was nobody around him right there. And yes, he could be a tight end, but the accuracy should have been completing those balls. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was kind of weird. Like, there was a lot of times when I wouldn't complete balls deep to him, to my receivers, but then there was times like this whenever I would. And for 800K, man, that's like a Ultimate Freeze bow and one of the better cards out there at quarterback. But then this is what I meant. See, my opponent came at me with some max coverage. His jukes were pretty mean. That's the other thing about him. He has a great stiff arm. He has a great juke animation. He has a great spin animation. He can throw it deep. It's just sometimes he was inaccurate and I just didn't trust it. You know, that was my main issue with him. But medium throws, which is what a lot of you guys' scheme is, and a lot of you guys don't even throw the ball deep, you're gonna be very happy with this card. On the run, it didn't really matter, dude, like how I was throwing it. I saw very little, like, you know, he was not inaccurate at all when he was on the run. And that's what you guys liked about the Mariota card, the 94 Mariota card, that his throw on the run was great. This guy's throw on the run is 97, so you're gonna complete a lot of balls on the run. So I feel like some of the inconsistencies that I experienced, mainly on the deep ball, were gonna be erased if I was just great. If I forgot about the coins and I was just grading this card on what I saw. His throw on the run is great. He only fumbled like twice for me. His juke moves were amazing. He does have really good throw power. The throw accuracy mid, throw accuracy deep are pretty great. So I like the card. You know, I do like the card. I just didn't like those. The fact that I could not maybe throw an overthrown deep ball. I can't afford that, cuz I can't afford that, because I need to have my bomb squad scheme. But anyway, go ahead and like if you liking the play reviews, subscribe if you're new, but most importantly, take care of yourself. Peace. And then I had the acceleration to take it deep. Right here, oh my God. Man, whenever I was hitting people with the double juke, I'm telling you right now, it was pretty much, it was a GG. But I had a lot of fun playing with this card. Nothing you can do. When he dropped back in coverage, I would scramble. When he wouldn't drop back in coverage, this is what I would do to him. Look at this ball. He was standing on his own 15-yard line and the ball was in the air until my opponent's 15-yard line.